So today I figured I'd make a video going over some recent controversy going on with DBD, mainly surrounding Scott Jung, a very prolific member in the Dead by Daylight community. So this person on Twitter by the name of Salone Twitch, she basically put up this tweet saying how most of the DLC skins for the Dungeons and Dragons update and most characters in general that receive skins are primarily white characters. There's not really much, aren't many skins for characters of color. Like when you think of, say, Adam Francis, he has significantly less skins than, say, someone like Fang Min has. I think she has a total of 90 and he only has a total of 30. So basically in this tweet she's saying that, you know, it would be really cool if they actually, you know, implemented skins for people of color. And Scott Jung made a tweet saying that the decisions that Behavior made weren't based primarily on the color of their skin, but rather, you know, whether or not people play those characters and the monetary gain behind them. And I, for one, completely agree with his take, because we have to remember that at the end of the day, Behavior is a company, right? And their sole purpose as a company is to make as much money as possible per year. And, you know, every chapter they release along with the skins that come out. So if, say, a character like Fang Min is getting a lot more skins than, say, a character like Adam Francis or Iolete or maybe Claudette, it's not because of the color of their skin. It has to do with how much that character is played. A lot more people play Fang Min and all these other characters that are shown here on the store page rather than, you know, Claudette and Adam Francis. And some people seem to be taking what Scott is saying, you know, kind of out of context, or like they're trying to say that he's turning this into a racial issue when he's not. I'm going to try to find some examples here and put them on screen, but I just find it really dumb how, like, you know, people aren't seeing his take on it. You know, they're basically getting blindsided by the fact that, you know, it's being made to be some sort of racial debate about character skin colors, with that's not the point at all. It primarily just comes down to Behavior sees what characters are being played, and they assert that those characters, you know, people are more likely to buy skins for those characters than, say, someone else who has a much lower pick rate. Same goes for killers, you know. It doesn't primarily have to do with the killer being male or female, black, white, Asian, you know, whatever their race or heritage is. It just comes down to what their play rate is. You know, the higher the play rate, the more skins and cosmetics those characters are going to get. So, you know, this is kind of a short little video today, but I just really wanted to talk about how, you know, I think most of the hate that Scott Jung is getting is really kind of unwarranted, and, you know, it's not, he doesn't deserve to be being called out and being called like a racist or some of the other things people are bringing up in these tweets, because, you know, he's not that type of person at all. I've watched him for a pretty lengthy time, I'd say like 1 or 2 years, and he has a pretty decent take regarding most things, but especially something like this. It's primarily comes down to money and how Behavior operates as a company, or any company rather. So, you know, they're not doing it on purpose. I would say if you have an issue with them not having more skins for characters of color, the way you could definitely contribute is by just not buying the skins for the other characters, or have, you know, people in your friends group, or if you're part of a community, have them play characters of color or a specific race that you want to have more skins. That way, you know, Behavior notices an increase in it and starts delivering more skins for that character. But all in all, you know, I would say if you have criticism, direct it towards the devs, and, you know, don't put it on Scott trying to say that he's one thing, that he's this and that, when he isn't. He's a pretty laid back, chill dude, and I don't see him as being racist at all, like some of the people are making him out to be. So, yeah. Let me know what you think, or what's your take on it down below in the comments. But other than that, have a good day.